Have you ever stopped to ponder how the invisible hand of corruption can alter the course of an entire society? It's a thought worth considering. Corruption, in its simplest form, is the abuse of entrusted power for private gain. It's a complex social, political, and economic phenomenon that affects all countries, rich and poor, developing and developed. It can take many forms, and it's important to understand its various types to comprehend its full impact. Firstly, we have petty corruption, which refers to everyday abuse of entrusted power by low and mid-level public officials. It's the traffic officer who demands a bribe, or the city inspector who can be bought. Then, there's grand corruption. This happens at the highest levels of government, where policies or the functioning of the state are directly affected. It's the politician who embezzles public funds, or the company that secures an unfair advantage through bribes. There's also political corruption, where decision-making is influenced to serve private rather than public interests. This could be lobbying that goes too far, or campaign donations with strings attached. Finally, there's systemic corruption, which is essentially corruption becoming the norm within a given system. It's when the entire machinery of the state is built around and feeds off corruption. The effects of corruption on society are manifold and devastating. It undermines democracy and the rule of law, leads to violations of human rights, distorts markets, erodes the quality of life, and allows organized crime, terrorism, and other threats to human security to flourish. In a society where corruption is rampant, public funds are diverted away from essential services like healthcare and education, leading to widening income inequality and stunting economic growth. It's a vicious cycle that feeds on itself, perpetuating poverty and social injustice. So, what have we learned today? We've delved into what corruption is and its different types, from petty to grand, political to systemic. We've discussed how it undermines the very fabric of society, leading to a myriad of problems like the violation of human rights, distorted markets, and the proliferation of organized crime. But remember, knowledge is power. Understanding corruption and its effects is the first step to combating it. It's a collective effort, one that requires the participation of every one of us. Corruption can seem like a daunting, insurmountable problem, but with concerted effort and unwavering commitment, societies have and can continue to make significant strides in eradicating it. So the next time you come across a situation that smells of corruption, remember the devastating effects it can have on society. Stand up, speak out, and don't let corruption go unchecked. Together, we can make a difference.